stock up. That's all I got for rice. $245. This will be the last time I buy rice and sugar. That bag of sugar is almost $25 for 50 pounds. Insane. The sugar, I think, was almost 20 bucks for 25 pounds. Insane. All right, howdy folks. Today I'm going to show you a simple packaging of these items, rice and sugar, in Mylar bags. I got a lot of people asking me about this, and I'm just going to do a quick one. I don't really need this stuff. I have plenty of it, but I went out today and I purchased this 50-pound bag of rice and this 25-pound bag of sugar specifically for this, just to show you, and you know, it won't go to waste here. This will be the last 50-pound bag of rice I buy for quite some time. This bag of rice was 25 bucks. Insane. Insane. I used to buy 50-pound bags of rice for about $11, sometimes cheaper. This 25-pound bag of sugar was $20. That's highway robbery. Even these big bags of sugar were like 5 bucks. So everything's up. I heard on the radio today that just car insurance alone is up 36% in the last couple of years. 36%. Yeah, our vote matters. Just saying. So today I have everything I need here. I got the items to secure in the buckets. I went to Home Depot and I bought some basic buckets and lids. I got these came in a kit. These are 2000 cc oxygen absorbers. And for this packaging, this is only going to take up 3 bags. So these are the Mylar bags. They look big, but you'll see why. It's exactly what we need. I also have our heater here, or iron I should say, which seals up the bags. So stay tuned. All you need to do, I got a chair here, a little help here, to raise it up so you can see. You're just putting your new bucket right there where you can get at it. You take your bag. All you're going to do is you're going to open this up best you can. I usually just kind of stick my arm in there, a little T-Rex arm, and then just go ahead and work it kind of straight down in. It looks like it doesn't fit well, but it does. And all you do is just open it up as wide as you can. Now, basically that's it. There's some wrinkles in there, it doesn't matter. So now all you're gonna do, now I gotta put this on the floor because these bags are a little heavy. Let's see, I'll do the sugar first. Grab the scissors. All right, I got my scissors. So all I'm gonna do, now you gotta be careful when you open these. Sometimes sugar is built up here and it falls out, but not trying to attract any ants. So let me give you a better view with the camera. All right, hope you guys can see this all right. I think you can. Now all you're gonna do, which is pretty obvious, this 25 pounds should fill this whole bucket. And just be careful. I'm gonna stop here for a second. I'm gonna readjust my bag. Just lift a little bit and it settles everything down a little bit better. And then just take the rest of the contents, pour it right in. Get it all out of there. All right, we're gonna do the same thing with the rice. I'll be right back. All right, so the rice, the 50-pound bags of rice are a lot harder to deal with because they're heavy. I hope this ain't that plastic rice from China. That's right, they're making it out of plastic. Trying to trick you. let's see if I can do this. Get it in a good position here. Here we go. When the bag starts to move, then I stop to adjust it. So what I'll do is I'm going to stop once again. And I'm going to fill some in the second one. I want these to be relatively even. Now, if you're not as strong as me, you might want to buy the smaller bags. There's 40-pounders, there's 25-pounders, 20-pounders. When I'm storing bulk, I like to buy the bigger ones. They're cheaper until today. All right, let me fix this bag. Not a big deal. Okay. Sort of getting down to the bottom, so now I got them side by side so I can kind of eyeball with the ichrometer. Oh, that's pretty good. Make sure it all gets out of it, especially at these prices. Okay. All right, so what I did here is, let me move these out of the way. What I did here is I opened up this package and I took out 3 of the 2000 cc. It's almost like a hand warmer, but oxygen absorber. Mix them up, right? Get them started. But I sealed it up right away with my Cabela's Pro Series vacuum sealer, which you could go see my video on that, on my review. That thing has been pretty good so far. It's a nice big 15-inch. I think it's 15-inch Pro Series. So all you're going to do now is you get these started, mixed up. All you need to do is get them going like that. Drop 1 in each bucket. Just right on the top. You don't put them in first and bury them. You could, I guess, but I don't smother them, right? So, okay, so this is the sugar. Now, in the meantime, I had my iron heating up here, warming up. So let me move this other stuff out of the way so it don't get burned. So all I'm doing here is I'm pulling this way and causing this to flatten out. Now I can push down and exhaust some more air out of here. You don't have to get it all because the oxygen absorber will do the job. Now with sugar, I'm just going to say, there's a lot of people say you don't have to put the O2 absorber in there because the sugar will compact and get hard. I do it both ways. It don't matter. I don't care if it becomes a block because I'll chisel it away and, you know, do it that way. Use a cheese grater or something. Doesn't matter. So now I'm just taking my iron and I'm going to hold it for a few seconds. Now you notice that this is short. Now I'm just going to overlap and keep going down the line. Holding it maybe 2 or 3 seconds. Now you can also do this with your clothing iron and an ironing board or a 2x4. Alright, so now what I usually do is I either go in as deep as I can or I do the very top. On this one, let's see, I'll try and go just beyond. And we'll do one more. One more pass. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000. That should be good enough. And I do have this on high right now. Now there ain't no air leaking out of that. So now I'm gonna let that cool for a minute. All right, hopefully I don't knock it over. Hope this table can withstand this. I'll do one more for you. This is one of the rice. Same thing, I just pull, and now I can push some of the air out, pull it again. So I got a nice flat bag to work with. Let's see, this time I will go in as far as I can. And it's really as simple as that. So we're sealing these up, and I mean, these will store for 20 years. Or until you need them. And I just hate for you new, preppers or, people who are going to start storing this stuff, that the prices are extreme. But I say, go ahead and spend the money on it. Spend the money on it. Food and water is going to be the next gold real soon. 2024 is not looking to be a good year. I'm not going to get into that because my last video I did on this, I talked too much, and YouTube in their infinite wisdom and, fascism and communism pulled my video. So this time we're just going to focus on the contents of the Mylar. All right. Okay, last one. Again, just pulling it. Feel the air come out of there. Pull it one more time. And just go ahead, and you don't have to get all the air out. The oxygen absorber will do the job. Now, as an experiment, I know flour doesn't store very well for very long, but I stored some like this, I don't know, about 6, 7, maybe even 8 years ago. So when I get a chance, I'm going to sick my kids on it and see if they could find the oldest bucket of flour I have. And we're going to open it up. And I'm going to go ahead and make some bread and some cookies or something like that. And we'll see how it is. My guess is that, I got plenty of yeast and everything. Oh, hold on. All right, sorry about that. I just had a phone call. It was my son, so I always make sure I answer them no matter what. All right, so let's finish this one up. But yeah, food is going to be gold real soon. You got all these elites, Zuckerberg and Bezos and Thiel and all these guys, they're all building $1 million bunkers. Like, not $1 million, like millions of dollars. Underground bunkers. And of course, Zuckerberg, he's doing it on Maui, where they, burned it over there. So before I go any further, I'm going to mark the buckets so I don't get them confused. So I'm just going to write on here with a Sharpie, rice, and I'll finish marking them after. All right, and this was the sugar. So I put an S on there. All right, so I shut my iron off, and that's going to take a while to cool. All right, so now we're going to take a lid, and all you need to do is just kind of fold these, neatly in. You don't have to go crazy. That's all it's got to be, just like that. If you want to stash something else in here, you go ahead and stash something else in there. And then I push these, well, I'll do it down here after. I gotta put all my weight on these lids. And what I like about these Home Depot lids is they actually have an O-ring in them. The Lowe's ones do not. Sometimes you can see the O-ring in there. So sometimes I do buy the Gamma lids. Sometimes I buy, you know, Lowe's buckets. Doesn't really matter. The Lowe's buckets I think are a little bit cheaper. So this one got a little bit of air in there, but the O2 absorber will handle that. I'll seal that up in a minute. The reason, I don't know if I said it or not, but the reason I seal these up right away is so they don't activate. With no oxygen in there, they can't activate. Alright, so there you have it. Quick, simple video. Pretty much all the stuff you're going to put in Mylar. Like you could put freeze-dried stuff in Mylar yourself. You can do, well, yeah, the freeze-dried stuff will be the same way. If you do dehydrated stuff doesn't last as long, and you got to be careful because there's moisture content in there. So I wouldn't necessarily do dehydrated stuff in Mylar, but do your research, and you don't always have to take my word for it, but I've been doing this a long time, and this is relatively simple. It's just a matter of collecting all your components and then executing. So get your supplies, stack some food to the ceilings, make sure you got a water source, at bare minimum a gravity water filter. Bad days are coming. Don't get caught with your pants down. Thanks for watching.